Did you see all them flags I just dropped back here? I've got kids. I've got kids from multiple women. What's going on, YouTube? It's PH Darian here. Want to talk about something, and it's not supposed to be a bash against the woman in question. It's not a bash against women in general. It's just something that I think we need to have. We need to just take a quick pause, like a safety pause, right? Like the military folks, the safety stand downs. You know how they're required, but they're useless to you. And then there's like the one person who probably needs it. Well, I guess this is a safety stand down for dating. So you already see the thumbnail. If you already clicked on it, then I obviously got you hooked, right? And I want to talk about hookup culture. I'm not a part of hookup culture. Fortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately. Fortunately, I'm not a part of this hookup culture. I am a late Zennial, early Millennial. They gave me a Zennial generational gap because I'm not quite Gen X, definitely not quite full Millennial. They gave us a 3 to 4 year window called Zennials. And I don't understand the modern dating culture today. But recently, I had some friends try and get me to be hooked up, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term, with one of their friends. And they're like, well, she's single, you're single. We're both around the same age, I believe, which is 38. I think she's 38 as well. I'm 11 days older than her from some research I did. I definitely had to stalk this person, but just right from the jump, it was immediately off the table for me. Off the table. It was like,
come on, man, stop it.
This is ever going to happen. Now, I don't want to bash this lady. I don't want her to ever see this video and think she was just completely trash, because she's not. But she has a lot of red flags. But I will also say this, because I'm very realistic. So do I. I have a lot of red flags, right? And I'm fine with my red flags. I'm fine being completely alone, especially at my age, at my career choices, my hobbies, my lifestyle, my morals, my spiritual status, whatever you want to call it. I don't see too many people in my life that would blend or meld, you know, really well with that. So I kind of wanted to go over some of the things she says. This is going to suck. I'm going to pop these up somewhere on the video, just wherever, right? And like I said, I don't want to bash this person, but there are some things that I personally do not like when it comes to dating or when I'm in a relationship with somebody. I just do not find these things attractive, regardless if I have the same quality. And remember, if we do have a quality, I don't want a woman who's me with a vagina. I don't want that. I want you to obviously have a vagina, but have all the things I don't have. Not the same thing. Now, as far as actually having similarities and stuff like that, that's fine, right? To have common goals, that's fine. To have common things of interest, that's great. But I don't want a clone copy of me with long hair and a different reproductive organ. I just don't want that. You should love who you love, not who you look like. Now, this woman happens to be black. There is nothing wrong with black women. I think black women are actually beautiful. I think black women, natural black women, are gorgeous. The made up, dolled up version of black women, meh. I'll be honest with you, I don't like it. If your hair is not the same color as your eyebrows, eliminate it. That doesn't mean you look like trash. It just means I want nothing to do with that. Girls that has significant debt. This woman, I believe, is the teacher. And I don't know how you teach people things like fifth graders and stuff like that, but yet you are in a significant amount of debt. Like, absolutely ridiculous amount of debt. She, excuse me, she does have a personality. She was clowning on some stuff, and I see the comedy of that. But student loan debts, especially at my age, like I said, I believe she's around my age, within a year or two. And to be almost 40 years old and you're still battling student loan debt, to me, that screams problems. That screams problem. I have zero debt. You understand that? Like, none. None. So, once again, it sucks to say this, but like any woman that comes in my life is significant upgrade. I don't owe anybody anything. So if I want to go travel or do something or go have fun, I could do that. And I could bring somebody in tow if that's what I want to do. But why do I want to just do that? I'm not, you know, if you want somebody to have pity and charity on you, go sign up for one of these organizations that do that. But it's not me. Now, of course, a lot of black men are, being pushed in the stepfather role and things of that nature. And I'm not that dude. I had a stepdad. He was not a bad stepdad. He wasn't the best stepdad either. Now, I'm not bashing him or dragging his name through the mud, but only I can experience what I felt from him. Now, I have an older sibling who also had the same stepfather, but she's a sister. She's a girl. So he treated her completely different than he treated me. I was the only boy. Still am. So, yeah, I definitely felt that male to male, a little bit of, opposites attract, not the same. So either way, she posted some things on her Facebook account. I had to obviously just scroll through because the first thing they showed me when they were like, oh, you should date my friend, or my friend really likes you. She thinks you're cute. She thinks you're hot. She thinks this. And I'm like, oh, and then they're like, here, look at all these pictures of her. And I'm like, okay, what's that supposed to mean? I am a lot more than a visual creature. Okay, so she's cute. So what? Like, so what? There's a lot of cute girls out there, but that doesn't mean I want to date them at all. That doesn't even mean I want to have fun with them. That just means you're cute, and that's that. Okay, that's that. There's a lot of nice looking cars out there, but I don't own all of them. I don't want to drive them. Sometimes I'm like, oh, that's a good looking car. You want to buy it? No. Just I can see that it's a cool car. I just say it doesn't fit my lifestyle. You know what I mean? I think Lamborghinis are nice cars, but real talk, I don't want one. If I actually had the money to get a Lamborghini, I would drive it, right? I'd have fun with it, but it wouldn't meet my life's, it was not practical for me. I'm a father. I like to go out and hunt or go shooting and stuff like that. And I'm not throwing, dead animals and rifles and all this other stuff in the back of a Lamborghini. It just does not fit my lifestyle. It would be like the Slow Tuesday car, right? I also know, because of who I am, what that means to me as a status symbol. All right, some people think I want an arm charm. I can go get one of those if I want. Never really care about that. So student loans, big thing for me. I'm not paying off anybody's debt, especially someone who's pushing 40 or past that age. I'm not bailing you out of anything. Call the bank. Well, that's the point, I guess. You already had a bank give you a bunch of money and you owe them back. Not me. She called herself a bald head scallywag, right? Jokingly, because she's bald and she wears wigs. That is a fat L, right? I'm not dating a woman who has hair the same length as mine or shorter. Like, the only way is if you had all your hair when I met you, you lost your hair due to some medical ailment, and you are in the process of growing it back. But to just think, oh, it's easier to buzz all my hair off, and then everyone should think I'm just a super attractive person because I can change my hairstyle like the wind. Absolutely not a thing. Not a thing for me. Don't care. Moving on. The dude has to be 6 feet tall. I mean, I am, but what is that supposed to mean? What if I said a girl had to be 6 feet tall? I eliminated 90% of women on the planet. Just right off the rip. And if that's a preference you have, that's fine. But to say, if you're just going out and putting yourself out there and saying, this is what I want, that's great. Remember, that is awesome. But that doesn't mean I want it. So my biggest thing about this, I'm gonna show some other things, right? So her grammar, she is a teacher. And the things that she wrote on there are still like hoodish, still like ghetto and things of that nature. And I'm like, you're a mother, which is also, that's a whole nother thing. Being a single mom, zero. I'm not doing it. I will not date a single mother. That's not a bash to single mothers. It's going to feel like a bash to single mothers. And for some of you it is, and rightfully so, I guess, because you take advantage of good men. But I will not date a single mother. My mom was a single mom, even with my older sister before my dad, who I believe in some ways could be a big old monkey simp, to date her, to even have me. That didn't work out, mind you. Now, unfortunately for me in my life, I've made a couple of single mothers. I have 4 children by 2 different women. I was married to the last one, recently got divorced, separated, whatever you want to call it, in the process of that right now. Very unfortunate. It's not something I wanted, but things played out. A lot of people think, oh, I'm not happy. I want to be a wife. I'm sorry, I want to be a mom, but not necessarily a wife. That's another thing this woman said, is she wanted to be a mother all her life, or for so long she wanted to be a mother. And that desire comes after being a wife. You should be a wife before you are a mother. We aren't animals, right? Animals can be mothers and not be wives, but human beings should, by design, be wifed up before you are a mother. And we do things so backwards, especially in the black community, that it's just so ridiculous for me to sit here and think, I'm supposed to take care of that, right? And so, dude I'm subscribed to, Dr. BOA, Book of Alpharonomy, great guy. He had put out something about being a stepdad is the most feminine thing you can do. And some dude got in the comment section, feelings hurt, talking about his father, his uncles, his cousins. He even has 2 different children by 2 different women, and they have father figures in their life. But at the end of the day, I'm daddy, he says, or something like that. And everybody was like, look. And he said, if we're going to help raise these, pretty much bail these single women out, should it be with a black man or a white man? And I kind of see where he's trying to go with that, but that's a poor excuse. And to say that black men are supposed to take care of other people's black kids is stupid. You should take care of your kids that you produced. And if you can't do that, don't make any more kids. Now, like I said, that sounds hypocritical coming from me because I have 4 children by 2 different women. You're right. I still believe that. And it's my job to take care of those 4 kids, not anybody else's kids. I don't want to date somebody who's got extra kids and think, oh yeah, you should help take care of their. I don't want to take care of their kids. I don't really care for you to take care of mine. Myself and the mother take care of those children. I personally do not care to be dating anybody right now. I know I have red flags. People say, well, you're a single dad, so you should understand what it's like to be a single mom. Absolutely not. That's not the same in any way. If I dated a woman and she knew I had children, because a lot of women, unfortunately, will not think, or fortunately for them, I guess, unfortunately for the man, that they have any financial role in that child's life. They just want to love on them, teach them things, have fun, all of that. But when it comes down to it, she's not looked at by the man, or she's not even looking at herself as a considerable option financially for those children. Whereas a man, on the other hand, if I go date this single mom and she's got 2 kids and we all want to go to the park, I bring my 2 kids that are currently local with me, and then, she shows up with her 2 kids that are on a completely different age, mind you. My youngest child will be 8 in 2 days. I have 4. I've got kids in high school and stuff like that. So I'm not trying, and I think she's got some like babies, some like diaper age children. I do not want to repeat that again. Not by a friend saying, you should hook up with this person. And that's where I think the whole point of this is, stop hooking people up. You should know your 2 different friends, right? Before you decide to think they look cute together. They'd be a great couple because they're both old, black, single parent. Like, absolutely not. I want nothing to do with that, right? I would rather just be by myself and move on. Like I said, instant upgrade. If I was to go date a single mom right now, I'd instantly start spending excess money that I had no intention on doing. Right? A lot of people see a lot of my firearms, right? And they think, dang, this dude's got a lot of toys, if you will, right? The difference between a man and a boy is how much they spend on their toys, right? My son, he's got little Nerf guns and all this other junk, and I just got real ones, right? I've got a shotgun. I've got a lot of rifles. Somewhere here right now, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 here currently. I've got a lot more in my storage, and I have fun building these, and I have fun going out and shooting them and stuff like that. And that sometimes can consume a lot of my time, and I do not have time to be a boyfriend. I do not have time to try and be somebody's boo or bae or any of that stuff. It's like, no, I actually want to go shoot right now. I want to go do this right now. I want to sit there and stare at the wall and count how many dimples are in it and not be a simp, essentially, right, for no girl. She posts too many personal details like, oh, I'm in a relationship as of this date. That ain't nobody's freaking business. If people, your true friends, you don't have to post this on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, but I understand we're human beings. We like to go ahead and be rewarded and celebrated for things and just say, hey, look, I got advanced this. I graduated college. Those are good. Those are accomplishments. We all want those. But to tell everybody that you got into a relationship, because I looked, right? She's currently single. That's her status. But when you scroll down her timeline, all you know is got in a relationship. 4 months later, she's talking about, I believe it's 4 months later, she's talking about the dude said he needed a bigger place. And she's like, look how God works. We're going to get a bigger house. She has no intention with that student debt to try and pay for that house, and you know it. And so that's one of the things that I was like, and you think I'm about to do that? Hi. All right, self-aggrandizement stuff. She, on Mother's Day, she gave herself a Mother's Day shout out, pat on the back. Like, if everybody knows you're a mom, you'll get that. You'll get what's coming to you. You'll get some roses. You'll get some acknowledgement. But for you to sit here and pat yourself on the back, social media style, I think that's a little bit of a red flag myself. Like, there's a lot of things I do that I'll post, right? I do a lot of art. I like to draw quick clips and stuff like that, put little speed paintings up. But that doesn't mean I need to say, well, I'm a great artist, or I'm this, I'm that. I just say, hey, look, I keep practicing. You know, I really enjoy doing this. But my friends will be the ones to like it. I'll actually get likes on stuff that is actually stupid. But when I actually take my time to do something that involves a skill, a handful of people will actually enjoy that and give me a thumbs up, a like, or something like that. And that's fine, right? I don't do it for that. I do it to show people, hey, look, there's something else out here, right? And I do motivate some people. I've even had people on YouTube. I've had people on Instagram tell me, like, you know what? Hey, that really motivated me. I'm going to start drawing again. That's what I do. I do it for encouragement. So that's another thing I don't like, is people putting all their business out, every relationship status out there. Oh, we're making it official. We're engaged. We're married. Like, that's great. I guess those ones are great. But when you get divorced and broke up, put that up there too, right? You were so proud to tell everybody you got a man or not. Put the other crap up there that you're not so proud of, right? But then again, still, some people don't really care about that. Girls' nights out. She literally was talking about a girls' nights out. Something like, I need more female friends. Another thing about me is I do not drink at all. And that's fine, right? If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But I can tell you right now, our lifestyles do not mesh. I want to have a girls' nights out with Christmas PJs, wine, tequila, hot chocolate, games, and movies. I like all of those things besides the wine and tequila. I do not drink for a reason. I've had some family issues with alcohol. I've had some personal issues with alcohol. Thankfully, they never hurt me professionally, definitely personally, and even more importantly, spiritually. And that's something I will never do for somebody. So once again, these friends that like to hook up two different people because they feel they look well, it's like, you need to know your friends. And if your friend is, you know, a vegan, and then this friend over here eats meat in every form, or just anything that's animal product, they're not going to have a really good life together. They may enjoy each other's company. They may enjoy each other in the sack, but that's about it. That's where that's going to stop. So like I said, people have to know, or, you know, you practice Wicca and I'm a Christian over here, like that. Oh, we could both think each other's attractive, but that's where that starts and stops. So I just want people to understand who you're trying to hook yourself up with, or your friend up with. Like I said, drinks alcohol. It's something I don't find very attractive at all. I've had a lot of issues with people who drink alcohol. They say stupid things. They'll text you something stupid. They'll show up unannounced. They'll do all these things and then think, oh, it's fine. It's the alcohol, right? What the heck was it? T-Pain, Blame It on the Alcohol song. And it's just annoying. She posted something about like, hey, can someone do my hair? I don't have the energy to do my hair. But you have the energy to go online and tell everybody that you don't have energy to do something to make yourself more marketable or more attractive in today's SMV, right? Sexual marketplace value. As I stated before, wants to be a mother, but what about a wife? I don't know if she was ever married. Once again, that's a red flag to me. I previously am still currently legally married, right? And that's me. But I'm not looking for that, right? Because let's say I have all of my own red flags and I'm walking around and I'm dropping a red flag every quarter mile, and women see that and they still come up to me and say, hey, dude, stop. I want to get to know you. I'm like, did you see all them flags I just dropped back here? I've got kids. I've got kids from multiple women. I got all that stuff. None of them care. Maybe some do. None of the ones who come up to me obviously care, because I wear my lifestyle on my shoulders, right? I don't hide my children. There are some women who thought I hid my children because I didn't tell them I had children, but yet they were friends on my account, social media, and they see me posting pictures with my kids. I'm like, am I supposed to tell you my kids? Would you think I was borrowing these kids for the shot? And I was like, no, like, well, you never told me you had kids. Like, you never asked. And I don't just go out there telling everybody my whole story, because it's none of your business. And then they think, oh, well, you know, I thought we were going somewhere with that. We weren't going anywhere with this. We haven't even hugged. You think I need to tell you everything about me? Like, I really care. Like, it's out there. The things I want you to know about me on social media are out there. I am a father. I think I even lead with it on my Instagram account. Father, friend, freelance, art, like all this other stuff, photographer. I think father is the very first thing I put up there. So either way, like I said, wants to be a mother always, but not a wife. I know I repeated that maybe once or twice, wants a blended family from what I was told from my friend's wife. She wants a blended family. She thinks it's a good thing. And I think that's a horrible idea to want that. That's like saying I want the toxicity of a blended family. Not saying blended families are just horrible, because you can have a blended family and it can work. But I will tell you right now, that is not the norm at all. And for someone to desire a blended family, you must be in a position where you cannot do it. I think she mentioned on one of her other things that being a mother was so hard, but it was so rewarding or enjoyable, and she wouldn't trade it for the world. But being a mother is so hard. And if you're being a single mother, that's even harder. Right. And I understand that. Like I said, I grew up with a single mom. She wasn't single the whole time, but there was a lot of portion of my life, I guess the years that mattered, she was single, and I saw the struggle she went through. So I'm not going to sit here and think, yep. And guess what? I seen men show up, do what they had to do, and bounce. Right. And that's something that it sucks for the kid. It sucks for the man. It sucks for the woman. It sucks for all parties involved. And I do not think it's a great idea to just go out there and be that. And right now, I'm an uncle as well. I can be a father figure to my niece or my nephew. I do not have to, like for these women, they do not have to go and find a man who needs to be their father, because that dude really doesn't want to do that. Even if he grew up by a stepdad, right? And that's a thankless job. I think that being a stepfather is at the top, probably one of the most thankless jobs, and then law enforcement. Now, you can hate cops and do all that stuff if you want to, but don't call them whenever Pookie and Ray Ray are robbing you. Don't call them at all. Just, you know what I mean? Just sit there and call somebody else. But if you don't like police officers, don't call them when you need them. Same age or close to it is another thing. That is the worst idea, I believe. Women always claim that they're so much more mature than a man, yet once we're at this age, when we're, close to getting middle age, upper 30s, late 40s, or early 40s, or within that whole swath of life, they think, oh, we should be the same. Like, why would I want that? Right? I guarantee you, and this is, like I said, nothing against this lady at all. I've never met her. And based on what I'm telling you, I probably never will, unless I'm trying to get set up for the okie doke, right? And I told my friend, I was like, hey, bro, nah. His wife doesn't know that unless he went and told her. They work together. And I'm like, hey, that's great. She's a very pretty girl, and I wish her the best. It's just not with me. Now, another thing she posted, I think she posted something along like, looking for a tattoo artist recommendation and things like that. Now, you see it right here. I'm tatted up. I've got a big old eagle on my chest. I've got a lion right here. I've got tats on my back, my arms. Stupid crap. My leg is tatted up. I got a whole thigh tattoo. But I do not prefer women with tattoos everywhere. It may look nice. It may be tasteful. It may be a lot of things. I don't like them as much. Some women, I've actually liked their tattoos. I liked the girls that had a sleeve before, and then another girl had something so small, and I absolutely hated it. And it just didn't work well. And someone says, well, you have tattoos. I think tattoos for me, it's not a global thing. Tattoos to me are a masculine trait. It just is. You don't have to agree with that. I'm telling you, that's how I view tattoos, as masculine. So when I see a woman that's fully tatted up or she likes tattoos, I see her as that she's got a large masculine trait. That's no different, see, because it's a visual thing. It's something like scarification, tattoos, body art. If I was to see a masculine man who was wearing a buttload of makeup, even though, yes, you can do it. It's like, are you an actor? Are you putting the foundation and all this other junk and concealer on your face before you get on camera? No. You're just walking around dolled up, looking like a geisha doll. Then no. No woman is going to be like, you know what? That's so masculine of him. They're going to look at it and say, that dude's feminine, and I don't like it. It's like, but you wear makeup. Yeah, I'm different. I'm a female. That was kind of a thing that, that stigma isn't off on us. That's something that we do to attract our mate, right? Feminine women attract masculine men, and masculine men attract feminine women. I'm not saying I got these because I needed to be more masculine than I am. I'm saying I got it because I actually designed art. I do art. I've designed a lot of tattoos. I enjoy body art like this, but I do not look at women who are sleeved up everywhere and say, you know what, that makes her look prettier. It doesn't. It downgrades. So although I have tattoos, I prefer women without them. And so once again, someone's going to say, you're a hypocrite. You call it whatever you want to. I also don't want a woman who pees standing up. that doesn't mean I don't like people who stand up and pee. I'm clearly one of them. I just don't want you to do it if I'm in a relationship with me. So those are some things I actually want to talk about. So if you know somebody out there that's single and then someone else is single, stop trying to hook them up without knowing their lifestyles and stuff like that. And better yet, like I said, I'm coming off of a 12-year separation, and I don't like putting my whole business out there, but what makes people think I'm in any position mentally to start dating again, especially at my age? At 38, that does not mean I can't go out there and start and have fun, and my earning potential can take off. But at the same time, this makes me a bigger target than I was when I was 25 when I got married. So either way, like I said, I'm not trying to piss off people. I'm gonna put, if I didn't already put the video or the pictures up, you're not gonna see her face or her name. If you could just take my word for it, she is very pretty, even with the fake hair and all these wigs. But just not me, right? And because of everything else I saw that she wrote, I was just like, what made my friend think this was what I needed in my life? So either way, that's my quick rant / video, something different than putting out something with a firearm. Once again, YouTube is broadcast yourself, not broadcast just one topic, right? So that's my topic for the day, or at least one of them. It's PH Darren, and I'm out. Peace.